Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I'm here outside my mother's house in Sweden. Today we will be going on a long car ride across Sweden and all the way down to the south part of Sweden. Now we are in the middle part of Sweden and the east part of Sweden. My sister lives in the very south part and also next to the country of Denmark, and we will be celebrating the biggest holiday of the year in Sweden with my sister and her family. The ride will be about 5 hours, so we'll be getting the car here and heading out in a few minutes. I had returned to Sweden to see my family for a bit, and we had just started our drive down south. I've traveled around in the world for the past years, and even though I grew up in Sweden, I haven't seen all that much of the country. The summers are usually really nice and green in Sweden. We had driven for about 2 hours to stop at IKEA and have some lunch. We stopped here at IKEA and just made it through all the different walkways. It's like a labyrinth here. But we're gonna eat some typical Swedish food here. Some salmon, smoked salmon, or maybe Swedish meatballs. So I have to buy something for my sister's child here. I was thinking about buying a dinosaur. This one, but maybe a panda would be better. Maybe the dinosaur is a bit scary. I decided to get this little panda. Now we're on the way again. We got some food and some gifts to my sister. We stopped here after driving about 3 hours. This is the second biggest lake in Sweden, and some really nice scenery here with some mountains on both sides of the lake. My sister just sent me a message saying that she wants us to buy strawberries, and then right after that there was a message on the radio saying that the strawberries have never been more expensive ever. 100 Swedish crowns per liter, so that's $10 for one little box of strawberries. We're gonna see how much they cost here. We had to get 4 liters, 280 Swedish crowns, $30. We had arrived in the southwest part of Sweden by the North Sea, and very close to the country of Denmark. It was surprisingly hot outside, and my sister's house is located close to the beach and the sea. Oj. Hej. Hej, kul att se dig. Här är välkommen. Hej du.
Hej. Hej. Hon ville vara utan att öva, så hon har lovat att säga till hon ska kissa.
Hon var utan någon timme nu.
2-3 typ.
We have arrived here to my sister's house all the way down in the south part of Sweden, and the drive was quite long. It ended up taking 6 hours something because we stopped a lot on the way.
Vad bra.
We came into the house and talked for a bit. Then I said hi to my sister's child, almost 1.5 years old.
Nej, det är min video. Mamma är där borta. Här är farbror Willy. Han är mycket snällare. Morbror Willy. Ja.
The temperature outside was unusually warm, and we went out for a run in the park.
Hej. Tack. Det var snällt av dig.
Han väger 13,6.
We were back at the house and about to have some food, and I thought about if I would want to have a child and a dog at some point in the future.
I'm back from the running and now I'm gonna play with the dog here. Apparently he really likes this American football.
A dog is always happy, easily entertained, and is always there to never let you down.
Nice.
The next day.
Today is actually the biggest holiday in Sweden out of the whole year. It's called midsummer. And it's the day that has the most hours of light. So the sun barely goes down over the horizon in the evening. Because we are so far up north in the world. And the earth has an angle of 23 degrees. And that angle is now facing towards the sun. So that's why Sweden is much closer to the sun in the summertime. We have a tradition where you dance around the maypole. And I'm gonna show you guys that later in this video. But first we will be going down to the beach here. Ska du bada på Istranden? Ska vi bada i havet? Now we're on the way down to the beach here, and on the opposite side you actually have the country of Denmark. You can take a ferry over there, it takes 20 minutes. And then if you go to the south part of Sweden, you can also take a boat over to Germany and Poland. We have almost made it down to the beach here. We're going through some kind of forest. Now we have arrived to the beach and I will be jumping in and cooling off. It's such an incredible day. There's not a single cloud in the sky and the sun is frying.
There are some really nice beaches in Sweden, especially in the southern part of the country. People with children seem to be quite happy, and it's arguably the meaning of life, after all, to pass on our DNA.
Kan du gå nu då? Can you believe that this is Sweden here? Incredible sand beaches. 27 degrees Celsius, like 90 Fahrenheit. Great success. We're gonna cool off. Fry. Deep fry.
It was very cold in the water, but still really nice to jump in. In some areas, however, there were some jellyfish with tentacles.
Oh, just went swimming here. It must be probably 15 degrees Celsius in the water. It's quite cold, around 60 Fahrenheit. But we were here on the beach for a bit and also went swimming a couple of times. Now we will be heading up.
Ska vi snart gå ner till italienska ängen där vi har midsommarfirande och då dansar man kring midsommarstången Och här har vi också lite fiskdamm för barnen och lotterier och annat. Men först ska vi äta lite traditionsenlig midsommarmat. Vi har ägg, köttbullar, potatis, gräddfil, det är västerbottenpaj och sen med lite jordgubbar och lite grill.
Now we're gonna be having the traditional midsummer food. You have the same actually for every single holiday in Sweden. Midsummer, Easter, Christmas and New Year's. Boiled potatoes are the main side dish for any meal in Sweden and not just during the holidays.
Vad tar det?
Sådär, eller jag vet inte faktiskt.
Du får läsa. Det är bara den som inte är ägg i.
Aha. Sill.
Jag tycker inte om sill.
Inte jag heller, vad fan. Jag brukar testa det någon gång vartannat år. Herring is also a traditional type of fish that you eat in Sweden, but it tastes kind of bitter and sour at the same time. Harry the dog was also hungry, so I dropped the meatball. Now we're about to head over to the maypole. So what people do is they sing these traditional Swedish songs and they dance around this maypole with 2 rings at the top. It's like a cross and 2 rings. Nu ska vi dansa lite här. The maypole has flowers around it and 2 rings at the end of the cross. Some people say it's supposed to be a symbol of fertility and hope. We walked out of the celebrations to an open area, and in Sweden there's a law called every man's law, which means that the land belongs to everybody, and you can put up a tent anywhere you want and sleep there. Oh, we've been walking here for a bit and it's really hot today also, really nice, but I'm having some allergies. I think it's grass. I keep sneezing. But I was so happy to see the sheep, the Swedish sheep. Swedish sheep. We walked up to the house again, and it had been a few nice summer days in Sweden. In the next video, I'll be seeing my dad, and then head down to the southern part of Europe.
Kan jag få lite te, Saga?
Nej, kaffe. Tack.
Ja, och så där. Vill du här?
Thanks for watching the video. Please, if you liked it, leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so.